Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. So we're gonna jump right into it. This is going to be kind of like a sit down talking, answering questions that you have all asked me, telling you a little bit about myself, workout wise. We're gonna go into like meals that I eat, the gym wear that I wear. So I have all of your guys' questions that you've asked me aquí, and I will be going through them and answering some. Let's get started. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about my workout. I work out 4 to 6 times a week. Usually it's going to be at like 5:30 a.m. and I work out at that time for 2 reasons. One, because I work from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'd rather just get it done out of the way in the morning time. And 2, at 5 p.m., I don't know if you guys have been to the gym at like 5:30, 6 p.m. It's so packed. It's so packed. So that's why I don't go in the PM, and that's why I would rather work out in the AM at 5:30 a.m. Weekends though, I tend to work out like 8-ish, 7, 9, between 7 and 9 a.m. My split. How that looks right now for me is Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, I'm doing legs, with Wednesday being my heaviest leg day. Monday and Friday, I'll usually take it easy. I'll work on, kind of just getting more reps in and focusing on my form. Sometimes I'll do a lot of supersets on Mondays and Fridays just so I can feel like I'm getting the most out of my workout. And then Wednesdays I like to call those big boy days. I'm lifting really heavy. I'm doing drop sets. I've definitely, excuse you, no thank you. So I recently started doing drop sets and I think I'm in love. I'm in love with drop sets. So what that is, if you don't know, you start at a really high weight. It's usually your max weight. You give it about 4 to 6 reps and then you drop it. I like to go by dropping by 10s. So after that, I'll take those off and then I'll do like 8 to 10 reps. And then my last rep, I'll do 10 to 12 or until failure. Depends on what I'm feeling like. So that's big boy days. I do really high weight, lower reps, same sets. I'll do 3 sets of whatever, how much I'm feeling that day. And then every day I do like 3 sets of whatever the workout is. On Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I do upper body. Tuesdays will usually be back and bi, and then Thursdays it'll be chest and shoulders or chest and tri. Sometimes if I'm feeling crazy, I'll do chest, tri, and shoulders on the same day. I know, it's a lot, but just gotta get done. And then on Saturdays, cardio. So that'll either just be running the whole time. I used to run a lot. I used to run like 4 miles a day, so I don't really mind running. And if I'm not doing cardio like that, then I'll be doing HIIT. I really, really like doing HIIT workouts. I feel like it gets your body moving quick. It gets your fat burning quick. It gets you a really good sweat. It makes you feel like you did the most, and you honestly 100% do the most. If you guys are interested in HIIT workouts, I have some on my channel. I also have some on my Instagram. So go ahead, if you are following me on Instagram, look at those. If you are not following me on Instagram, what is you doing? Instagram is right here, Tanisha with 2 A's, Ramirez. Also, before I forget, I am starting to, I think, incorporate double days again. So I was doing double days for a long time, but then I stopped because we got a little baby, a little baby. So I got her, so I stopped doing double days just because I wanted to be there for her. I wanted to bond with her. I wanted to take care of her, all of that. But now that she's kind of an older puppy, I feel like it's okay if I leave her just to, either do running or go back and hit the weights. So I'm going to aim to do those Tuesdays and Thursdays again. And then if not, Mila, you moved the camera. If not, it's not a big deal. So now I'm going to be asking one of the most asked questions, and the biggest one is how to keep yourself motivated. So I'm actually going to break this one up into probably 2 sections. So we'll talk about the first one now. How do I keep myself motivated in the morning? Because that was another question. I just decided to group it together. In the morning, like I said, I would rather, when I first started working out, I told myself I'd rather just get out of the way. That was before it became kind of a passion to me to work out. So I started just waking up, getting it over with, because I knew if I waited till the end of the day, I'd make excuses like, I'm too tired, I'm so hungry, I had a long day, ain't nobody got time for that. So I go in the morning and just bust it out. Secondly, like I already said, going out at noon sucks. So that's like, honestly, the most honest way I can put it. It sucks. So I'd rather just go get it over with in the morning. I let myself know like, hey, you either go right now or you're gonna go when it's crazy packed. And also, I'm not trying to go when it's crazy packed if, you know, I'm filming my workouts, because I don't want people to like look at me weird. I'm still getting comfortable with working out and filming myself at the same time, and then dealing with like outside people. So another way to stay motivated in the morning, how I get my butt out of bed is, if you want to see like a get ready with me for the gym, let me know. Comment down below, or give this video a like, or let me know somehow, some way that you would like to see my morning routine on how to get ready for the gym. So the night before, I will sometimes lay out clothes, and I feel like that really helps a lot with anything, like whether, you know, I feel like that helps a lot, just because you know what you're gonna wear, and then you're actually putting the time and effort to look at what you're going to wear first. And I feel like it's kind of like the whole look good, feel good kind of thing, you know? I know it's like kind of dumb to say, but I like that saying, like, you look good, you feel good, inside and out, whatever. I lay out my clothes the night before. Sometimes if I'm like feeling really unmotivated and I know like, oh, it's gonna take me a long time to find something to wear, guess what? I'm cutting out all excuses. You have to hold yourself accountable, honestly, when it comes to that. Secondly, if your alarm is going off and you're just like, hit that snooze, because I know I do that sometimes. When I first started, I would put it to a song that I really liked. So I got up in a good mood, you know, just something that you like. A couple things that I like to get ready to and to wake up to: Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, Beyonce, anything like that basically gets me out of bed. I'm ready to conquer the day. J. Cole, that's my boy. So yeah, I get up, I used to listen to music when I got ready. Now, again, I don't really need to, unless I'm feeling like super extremely unmotivated, then I'll set something like, you know, that has music. I'll set my clothes out, motivate myself like mentally inside. I mentally prepare like, all right, you're gonna crush it today. You know, all right, like let's focus on setting a goal that helps me feel good, or like, you know, for upper body days, I'll say, all right, let's try to hit like 20 push-ups today in a row. Or, all right, let's get 7 pull-ups in a row, because I'm not good at pull-ups. So I know 7 is an attainable goal for me, you know? So that's kind of how I stay motivated in the morning. And then I'll talk about just motivation in general later on. I think that covers all of the workout topic. So let's move on to my favorite subject in the whole world besides the gym: food. So I've been asked a lot if I count my macros, and no. There was a point where I was counting macros, but it was just for a mini cut that I did. But other than that, I don't count my macros. I'm just very mindful of like how much I've eaten that day. And honestly, I'm a firm believer in like, if you know you're hungry, like not like bored hungry or like you just need to drink water hungry. No, you hungry, then eat. It makes sense, you know? Especially because like, I know that, okay, if I'm burning, then I need to eat so I can use that as fuel later, or so my muscles can restore and build muscles. It's a whole thing. I don't track my macros. I was at a point in time eating at a deficit, but like I said, it was for my birthday weekend, and I was doing a mini cut for like a month. So that was the only time I think I've eaten at a deficit, at least since I've been serious about working out, and that's been like 3 years. People are surprised by how much I eat in a day, which I don't understand, because I feel like, well, you don't eat this much, but apparently people don't. I eat 5 to 6 times a day, which again, me, normal. Breakfast, and then I sometimes eat second breakfast, depends. If it's a big boy day, I'm for sure eating second breakfast. And then I'll have a snack, and then I'll have lunch, and then I'll have another snack around like 3 o'clock. and then I'll have dinner. So 6 times a day. Like I said, if it's not a heavy lifting day or if I'm not super hungry, I won't eat a second breakfast. My breakfast usually consists of 3 eggs, chicken sausage, spinach, mushrooms, and then like I'll top it with like salsa, maybe add an avocado, maybe. If I'm not eating that, then I will most likely be eating oatmeal. And my second breakfast will consist of probably oatmeal again. Snacks will be fruit, nuts, sometimes a granola bar, sometimes a macro bar. Also, shouts out to Go Macro because those are good. And then my lunch will consist of something with high protein. Now that I think about it, I think my lunches have the most protein. My lunches usually have higher protein in it. So you guys have seen my meal prep video. I mean, if you haven't, go check it out. But it'll usually be some sort of protein, chicken, ground turkey, sometimes beef. It'll sometimes be beef. And then I'll have my vegetables, and then I'll have my starches like potatoes or brown rice. So it's usually that most of the time. For my second snack, I might have fruit, or I might have a granola bar, like I said before. I was really into celery and peanut butter for a while, bomb.com. And then dinner, it'll be whatever I make, whatever Mark makes. Yeah, we don't really hold ourselves back with anything. The only thing that I do pretty consistently is I'll stop eating after 8:30. I just feel like that's a good cutoff time for me. I go to bed around like 10. That gives my body enough time to digest all of its food that day. And then I've noticed that if I eat past 8:30, the next morning I'll be like starving. So my pre and post workout meals, since I go to the gym so early, I don't eat beforehand, which I know people are like, what? That's crazy. You need to eat. But it just works for me. I feel like if I eat, my body doesn't have enough time to like turn it into fuel. I feel kind of sick, just because there's not enough time in between. Like I would have to be waking up at like 4 a.m. and nobody got time for that. So I don't eat before my workout, but my post-workout meals are really good. Obviously, it's going to be breakfast since I'm getting home at like 6:30 a.m. That's when I like to have what I told you. So I'll have my 3 eggs, I'll have my chicken sausage, I'll have my spinach. Sometimes the spinach has kale in it as well. And then I'll just throw like a bunch of other veggies and stuff in it, and then I'll top it with some sort of salsa and avocado. And it's really good. And then like obviously I get hungry like 2 hours from now. It's fine, not a big deal. So those are my post-workout meals usually. And then my pre-workout meals, say if I were to work out on a Saturday or later on in the day. All right, let's do another question. Okay, someone asked, how do you refrain from eating all the hot Cheetos? See, the bad part about chips is that nobody just is like, oh, I'm gonna take like a handful out. No, you wanna sit there, you wanna chill on your couch, eat your chips, watch your show, whatever you're watching. So it's hard to not eat all the hot Cheetos, but let me tell you, you just got to have self-control. And it's not that I don't eat hot Cheetos anymore, because I do. I heavily believe in like there has to be some sort of balance. So, I know Whitney Simmons is also like that. If you don't know her, check out my girl. I just feel like there always has to be balance. So like, obviously you can't eat healthy 24/7. You can't, be always like, oh, I'm drinking my water 24/7. Sometimes you just want some hot Cheetos. Sometimes you just want Popeyes. Sometimes you just want to drink like lemonade. It's fine. It's all about self-control, I think. And then just find alternatives. So for example, there was a time where I was like obsessed with French fries. Guess what? Sweet potato fries. So good. I made them homemade. They're amazing. Even if you make French fries homemade, really good. So my last topic I'm gonna talk about are supplements. So the next topic is going to be supplements. We're talking BCAAs, we're talking pre-workouts, we're talking fat burners, we're talking proteins, whey protein, anything like that. We get to talk about it now. There was a point in time, like I wanna say 2 years ago, I tried fat burners. And I tried them for I think 3 weeks, and I'm honestly not really sure if they worked. I mean, I feel like they worked, but they are loaded with caffeine, and I am very caffeine sensitive. When I was done with them, I had headaches for like 3 days. So I don't take fat burners. I don't take pre-workout. Like I said, caffeine sensitive. It makes me feel too jittery. It makes me feel too, I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, so I don't take that. And then also I learned that I cannot, even if I liked pre-workout, if I like taking pre-workout, I can't take it, especially on leg days, because it literally makes me feel like I'm going to jump out of my own body. And that's not a good feeling to feel when you're at the gym. I do, however, take BCAAs. Let me show you my favorite ones. Okay, so I have 2 favorites right now. So the first one is the one that I've always had. When I first started working out, I got it off bodybuilding.com, and then this is from Evolution Nutrition. It is their BCAA Energy in watermelon. This was literally the first one I ever started taking, and I loved it. I love the taste of watermelon. This one is really, really good. Now the second one, she may be new to the game, but let me tell you, she a heavy hitter. It is the Alani Nu Sour Gummy BCAA, and girl, it is literally like if you take all the sour gummies and you like drain them out, or you squeeze them out and you put it in a cup and you drink it, literally that's what it tastes like. It is so freaking good, dude. Like literally so good. I got it off Katie Hearn's website, Alani Nu. Get these, not sponsored, but I could be, you never know. Those are all basically the supplements I take. Oh, protein. So I can't take regular whey protein because it has milk in it, and I don't eat dairy or drink dairy or anything like that. So it was kind of a bummer when I realized I couldn't take whey protein, because there was a time where like I wanted to put on mass and I didn't know about plant-based protein. So I started doing research, I started asking questions, and then I found plant-based protein. I will have that sometimes if I'm in a rush, or if I feel like my protein intake is really low, then I'll have that. I use Vega Sport. That one's really good. And then I really like, I still have to ask the people at Jamba Juice, but now Jamba Juice, they have plant protein and it's amazing. Also GNC has plant protein. I guess GNC sells smoothies now. They use plant protein and it's great. Long story short, only use plant protein sometimes, and then I'll have BCAAs. Okay, so I'm going to answer the second part of how to keep yourself motivated. This is just in the long run. So what I first want to say is I'm not motivated all the time. Like 2 weeks ago or so, I had like 0 motivation and it sucked. But I know where I want to be. I know the goal that I want to be at. And then that's when I just like make myself be in a good mood. So I'll put on feel good music. I'll look at progress pictures. Honestly, you guys, like as much as I hate taking progress pictures sometimes, you just do it. I don't step on scales. I noticed that it was a really unhealthy lifestyle for me to step on scales and see my weight. And that could just be, you know, that's me. It might work for you, it does not work for me. I'm really good at taking progress pictures. I'm really good at just like feeling how my clothes fit, anything like that. I think that's what keeps me motivated. My friends keep me motivated, my family keeps me motivated, but I honestly truly feel the motivation has to come from within. So it's good, you know, if I know a lot of girls are like focused on like revenge bodies sometimes, or like, oh, I'm gonna get that summer body. That's great, like do you, girl. But I really hope that that's just your starter motivation, because I think if, you know, my motivation was always like, I'm gonna get my revenge body, I honestly don't think I'd fall in love with what I'm doing right now. You just have to find the motivation that like makes you want to get out of bed and makes you want to be a better person, stuff like that. And I think that truly comes from within. The last question I'm going to answer before we get into what I wear to the gym is, what are things we think are healthy but really aren't? This is gonna be a tough one because I've literally been thinking about this since this question was asked. And I just touched on it right now a little bit, but I'm just gonna go more into it. I think being focused on your weight, like the number, your actual, you know, what the scale tells you, I don't think that's healthy, at least for me. It's not healthy when you check your weight every day. So I know a lot of people who, you know, first get into it and are motivated, are like, okay, I'm gonna check my weight every day to see how much I've lost, blah, 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 blah. And the bottom line is that your weight fluctuates even throughout the day, you know? Everybody knows what morning skinny is. Guarantee you, I don't look the same in the morning as I do at like later in the evening, you know? So I think that if you wanna weigh yourself, great, to, you know, get to what you think you need to be at a healthy weight. That's great. I think it becomes a not healthy habit if you are weighing yourself every day. I know personally, I became very obsessed with how much I weighed. I became very obsessed with the number on the scale to the point where I was eating at like a very, very, very low deficit. And I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel healthy or anything like that. So like I said, focus on how you feel on the inside. Focus on how your jeans fit. Focus on how your shirt fits. Focus on, you know, the angles of what you take pictures in. Stuff like that. I think that is way healthier than focusing on the scale every day. All right, and then for the last thing that I'm going to talk about is what I wear to the gym. So for shirts, I usually wear like razorbacks or like cutoff shirts. I just get too like sweaty and like I feel like really constricted when I wear sleeves on upper body day. Medium to high impact sports bras. The one I'm wearing right now is from Nike. This is a high impact sports bra, so I'd wear this like when I go running, or if I'm doing HIIT, then I'll wear that. I don't really have a lot of low impact sports bras, but I don't know. So I'll get them from Nike. I'll get them from Adidas, Under Armour. Yeah, I think those are the only 3 brands. Oh, Target. Target has really good sports bras. Go look at them. And last is the leggings. So there are 2 brands of leggings that I wear to the gym. The first one is Gymshark. You've all seen me wear Gymshark. I love them. I think they're really great. They don't ride up. Most of them are squat proof. They have like really good contouring to make your legs look like really nice. I don't know, I feel like they like shape you really well, like in all places. And the second one, I actually just teamed up with them. They are a workout brand called FAM. They have a similar design to Gymshark. Their leggings are soft. They're smooth, they're buttery. I feel like they stick to you very well. I'm actually wearing some right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So these are them. These are the new Vortex leggings in khaki. So like I said, they're like super smooth. They have like cute contouring right here. They have their logo right here. They're squat proof. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm not trying to do that right now, but you guys are going to see me be wearing these a lot more. I really like their product, honestly. Their slogan is super cute. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. It is FAMME, F-A-M-M-E. And if you want to save money, make sure you use my discount code, Tanisha Ramirez. Oh shoot, what is it? Make sure you use my discount code. Aki is going to be Tanisha Ramirez 10, and that'll save you 10%. I'm really happy FAM decided to take a chance on me and make sure that I am sponsoring them accurately and appropriately and efficiently and all these positive words that I like to use. That would be great if you could use my code. All right, you guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you want a more question and answers video, or if you have any more questions, just leave them down on the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram. It's going to be, like I said, Tanisha Ramirez with 2 A's. I will link a link to FAM down below. I will link a link to Alani Nu, to Evolution Nutrition, to Gymshark, to basically anything that I talked about today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe. Make sure you click the bell if you want to be notified anytime I put out a new video. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Have a good Monday.